We have our villain, and now we know that we've been after human trafficking criminals this entire time. But what did Sumio have to do with all of this? In any case, at this point, I don't know what's gonna happen. They killed Sumio, and that's a dramatic turning point, because now anyone could die. If they're willing to kill off Sumio, who knows who else they might be prepared to kill off. Also, I suspect there might be a big secret on the 5th story, and we haven't been able to look around up there is why I suspect that. I assume we can't go in here. No, we can't. You got spunk, Remy. I like that. I remember back when we were dealing with Mr. Pirate and Mr. Crasher. At that point, I didn't imagine for a second that this was a game about stopping human traffickers. Human traffickers. Or is that what you'd call them? I'm not sure. No, we can't call on McAllister. What can we do? Can we go out back? No, we can't. Wherever we need to go, it's through the front. They didn't tell me, the player, where exactly the organization's base is, but I suppose it'll appear naturally enough. And as for Toriko, she's a junior high student, isn't she? But she's apparently also some kind of assassin. Or at least someone who's out to kill the mastermind. What in the hell is going on? Mati was Step's mother, huh? Or was she his adoptive mother? I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure about anything anymore. This is such a shift. This was largely a comedy. But not so much anymore. Wonder if there's anything by the church. Probably not. Or, you know what? I want to go see if there's something by the church. Probably isn't, but... Nah, nothing by the church. You know, something I've been meaning to remark on is that Catherine, we never got her back, but I'm aware that the first game Grasshopper Studio made, and the first game that Suda Goichi directed, was called The Silver Case. Is there a connection between that game and this one? I'll play The Silver Case one of these days, and I'll find out. I'll find out if somehow Catherine is a nod to that, or if it's more than that and this game is somehow a sequel or something. I have a feeling something bad awaits us on Aleki Island. I don't really think we ought to be going there. I think that we're going to get in big trouble and regret it. I'd hate to lose Remy. But as for Sumio, I suppose he is some kind of savior for this island. If Toriko is fighting for him like that. At the same time, I am almost beginning to wonder. It would seem to me that running from place to place like this, at this point, is only serving to prolong the experience, rather than do anything else. But perhaps that's the intention. Perhaps it's not necessarily a bad thing anyway. It gave me time to think about all this, didn't it? And by playing it, I definitely am invested in it in a way that I wouldn't be if I were just watching it. The mysterious Aleki Island. This reminds me of the soundtrack of Contact. Are we gonna go inside the power station? Yeah, we are. What in the world? Why would she feel like she's been here before? I suppose it has something to do with the time anomaly. What else could it be, right? I don't know. I really don't know. This is strange. In any case, should we really have trusted Maddie? She's apparently raised two of the criminals. And I don't understand how it is that Step wasn't the real Step. Was he a synthetic replica of Step? I don't know. I don't know what they meant by that, unless they modified his brain somehow when they turned him into a living bomb. Wait, are those stairs over there? Oh. Is this power station abandoned? I suppose it's not. They said this was an automated place, didn't they? Is that blood on the floor? Nah, just rust. What moody music. But what's this? What are these panels? Are they windows or something? Is this another stairwell? Hold on, I need to get a good look around here. These camera angles, man. No, I suppose it's not a stairwell. This music, though, is making me think that I ought to be noticing something I'm not. No, there's nothing this way. Surely there's something else in here, though. There must be. Right? Maybe not. Maybe not. There's another one of these blocks, though. I must have just missed the next stairwell up here. That must be what it is. It's not there, it's not along this wall, it's definitely not this silver or gray block. Wait, is there something in this corner? There is. You shouldn't go pressing things you don't understand, Remy. It opened up a cave? At least a subterranean path. Huh. This This is bizarre. What is this place? And how do the locals know so much about it that they're not willing to express, unless... Well, I guess it's very possible that there's, some secrets here they don't want anybody to hear. But why can't we get to it? Oh, there it is. Is it like a lift? You shouldn't jump in without a way to get out, Remy. I feel like I'm in a weird PS1 adventure game. What is this place? Is this some kind of time-altering machine? Has this all along been a science fiction story that does satisfy the supernatural elements that are required of any of the Twin Peaks-style stories structure that I referenced earlier? It knows us. Man, this is really becoming gripping. What? We're walking into just a white room. You shouldn't tamper with these things you don't understand, Remy. But we're gonna get you out of here. At least I'm gonna try my darndest. What? Wait, what? Oh! I see we have this bizarre mesh of numbers, and then a whole grid of them to choose from, huh? Is somebody operating this simulation room trying to test us? Really, it's a science fiction suspense story. In any event, what on earth do these numbers mean? It's a countdown from 9 to 1, and it equals 100. We have minus, plus, plus, plus. What on earth does that mean? Are they... I suppose what it might mean is, using these digits 9 through 1 each once, there's some way we can arrange them that we'll use 3 plus signs and 1 minus sign, and we're gonna end up with 100. Is that what they're getting at? It'll take a bit of trial and error, I suppose. Though without Catherine, we're not going to be able to have any, memos to take notes in. Through random guessing, I just got up to 99 using these digits. There we go. A bit of trial and error. 98 plus 76, or 98 minus 76 plus 54 plus 3 plus 21 is 100. That being said, we need to find all those digits on this grid, and it's not the one I just shot. Can I unshoot it? Yeah, we can unselect it. Okay. The first one, then, is 96. Next. Or wait a minute, no, it's not 96. First one is 98. Next is 76. Followed by 54. Where's 3? There's 3. Seriously, these terrorists are gonna have to do more than give us these simplistic puzzles if they wanna hold us back. But now what? Is the door unsealed? Is that what it is? I suppose so. Can we see the door, please? Please? Can we... What good did that do? Unless there's a door open on the other side of the chamber now. There is. This is only a somewhat less dramatic shift than in Hatoful Boyfriend. What is this? I mean, I know that Remy just said that, but I hadn't realized quite how long this corridor was. Oh, I see the end, though. Nothing lasts forever. But everything does have an end. But everything has a past, too. And we're gonna find out what happened on this island. And what's still happening now. We really want to go in here? I can't say I do, but... we can't go in here anyway. So... Is that it? Well, suppose we'll be, on our way then. Is it just me, or is it following us? No, it's just me. It's just me. Got a bit nervous there for a second. Frankly, this whole corridor makes me a bit uneasy despite the smooth music. This is really bizarre. This has gone in such a different direction than I imagined. I figured that sooner or later, we would end up getting to what the terrorists were doing. But now I don't even know what's going on. No wonder Sumio thought there was something odd about Aleki Island. Because there was. The mere presence of this place, knowing that this was underground, it makes even walking around on the island's seemingly fine and ordinary surface unsettling, in a way similar to the way that a room, though it might look the same, no longer feels the same if you learn that there's a corpse in the cabinet. music... It reminds me a little bit of Professor Layton. The music, the tone... This corridor really is long. I know it goes without saying, especially when you're walking down it, but sometimes you gotta take in the sights. Wait, we can't go... We can't go back? I mean, I went all that way for nothing? Is that what you're telling me? Okay then, I'll go back down the corridor. Okay, so this is what we have to do, as it turns out. There's something hidden along the walls. See? There. What? Is this some commentary about people who are treated as expendable? Does that mean that every one of these cells contains a person who's apparently conscious and alive? And how do they know Remy? This is honestly kind of creepy. I'll just comb the left wall, and then I'll comb the right wall. That way I won't miss a single one. So the human traffickers are keeping people in these cells? Are they like clones or something? They might be. There's no telling in this place. There are weird things going on Aleki Island, and on Lost Pass Island more broadly. Eden has been a recurring subject in this game. Are they implying that the only paradise is, I assume, some kind of illusory reality that's given to people that are in these pods? I guess so. Are there any more? Any more flags we have to trigger, as Stefan Charboni might point out? No. I suppose that the idea is we have to open up that big one at the end of the corridor. It is a big one, though. More than large enough for several people. There are hotels in the world where people sleep in wall latches like this. Or something like this, actually. But something about it being underground and underwater, probably. Since this goes on a bit too long to fit on Aleki Island, I think. No, we still can't look at it. We missed one somehow? Really? Huh. This feels so weird. Wait, was there one just there? No. I don't think there was. I feel like I'm gonna go crazy in here. Maybe that's the idea. What in the world is happening? And these people... Or are they... Does that mean that Step was a clone of the original Step? And it was the clone that was turned into a living bomb? He might be out of the way, though. And if he's out of the way, then we don't have to worry about bombs anymore. At least bombs on the airplane. We'll have to see if an airplane explodes at the end of the day. And that's how we'll know. Why is it that that's the only event from day to day that doesn't stick around? Other than that, I don't see any evidence that the same day is repeating again and again, like in Groundhog Day or Majora's Mask. That's an idea, I have to say, that I've always found particularly interesting and just kind of terrifying. And this game is kind of terrifying. In a certain sense. Characters are so wonky, though. What am I missing? What am I missing? I checked all of them! There's one. So Step is a clone. At least he was artificially grown. But what do human traffickers need to kidnap children for if they're just growing their people? I don't know. This just keeps going on. On and on and on. What am I missing? How could I miss them? Even though I've combed these walls so many times, how can there be another one left? I'm touching the wall the whole time. Wish I could still scan. I wish I had Catherine so I could see which slot. Oh! There's a slot. So Kathy was grown here too, was she? So Remy was grown here too, was she? Remy still doesn't have any comment. Her silence, I think, makes it a bit more immersive somehow. Sue also grew up there, didn't she? That's also where she came from. And that's why she can't remember. And the shopping center blew up again. Kamui and Toriko exist as beings in some kind of alternate reality controlling this one, do they? I guess so. That plane just can't get a break. But it looks like Sumio might have a chance to save it after all. And Edo seems to retain his memories between all of these, judging by his little commentaries he keeps giving us. This just gets weirder and weirder.